Valspar Ultra starts at just $29.98 a gallon. So we've got you covered when your daughter wants to paint her room again, after last year's masterpiece of a unicorn mural.
Dad, please.
Or when you realize that maybe you went too hard on the grayish.
I miss color.
Or when you were sure you wanted a home gym, but your elliptical is currently hanging your laundry.
What about a home office?
Shop everything you need for your next phase with Valspar. Available at Lowe's. Price varies by Shein.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Welcome to Girls Gone Hallmark, a Hallmark review podcast. I'm Megan, and I'm a longtime Hallmark fan.
I'm Wendy. I'm a former Hallmark hater.
On today's episode, we are discussing Providence Falls, Chance of a Lifetime, the first in a trilogy of Providence Falls movies. This movie originally aired on Hallmark Channel on Saturday, August 2nd, and is currently streaming on Hallmark Plus. We can currently be found over on Instagram, where we are Girls Gone Hallmark.
Hey, we have a Facebook group. If you're on Facebook, come join us. Girls Gone Hallmark in Facebook groups.
We are heading into the busiest season for Hallmark, and we would love for people to know that we exist. The best way for you to support this podcast and help us find new listeners is by rating and reviewing this podcast, specifically in the Apple Podcast system. If you are an iPhone user, we love a 5-star review. And if you want to take it one step further, share us with your friends. I recently saw listener Holly post on Facebook about her time at Bramblefest, a podcast event that you and I attended. And people were like, there are Hallmark podcasts? And so,
What?
I know. So tell a friend.
I'm shocked to hear that.
I know.
Like, we're not that niche.
Apparently we are. We're more niche than we thought. So don't assume. You don't know what people don't know.
Wow, interesting. To our regular listeners, the mailbag is open as well. If we are planning an episode for later in August.
Yes, we see your
episode.
Emails.
Yeah. So keep sending them if you have thoughts on Providence Falls or anything that you see coming down is it pipeline?
I don't know if it's pipe or pike. The other day I had to Google, is it deep-seated or deep-seated? Because I could make an argument for both.
Regardless. It's not irregardless. It's just regardless.
The correct idiom is coming down the pike. It means something is approaching or expected in the near future.
Yeah, but isn't it similar for pipeline too? Like,
yes, it is similar, but the actual idiom is coming down the pike.
All right, back on track. Hey, send us your emails. girlsgonehallmark@gmail.com.
Let's hear a synopsis for Chance of a Lifetime.
Newbie police detective Cora is partnered with visiting detective Liam on her first case. Little does she know, Liam is her reincarnated love here to change her fate.
Lucy Guest directed Providence Falls, Chance of a Lifetime. Lucy has directed some of our recent Hallmark favorites, including The Santa Claus and Jingle Bell Run. Along with directing all 3 Providence Falls, she has a project in pre-production called Christmas in the Alps, starring Lacey J. Mailey, which could likely be for Hallmark.
The miniseries is an adaptation of the book series by authors June Devereaux and Tara Sheets. The screenplay was written by Teresa Kale.
Katie Stevens plays Cora. Katie has 15 acting credits. Really? Huh. With 52 episodes as Jane Sloan on the series The Bold Type, she's also appeared in the reboot of Fantasy Island, CSI Vegas, and the MTV series Faking It. This is her first Hallmark project.
Tell me why. Because she's such a great actress, you're floored by she only has 15 acting credits?
Exactly.
Well, I think she has long stints. So The Bold Type, obviously. And that MTV series, Faking It, was like 30 plus episodes as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lachlan Quarmby plays Liam. Lachlan has 18 acting credits with projects like this series Allegiance and Firefly Lane. He's appeared on Hallmark previously in the 2021 movie A Very Merry Bridesmaid.
Evan Roderick co-stars as Finn. Evan has worked consistently for Hallmark the last few years with a recurring role as Arthur in the reboot of the Aurora Teagarden Mysteries. He also starred in Leah's Perfect Gift, Sealed with a List, and A Tale of Two Christmases.
Felicia Simone plays Cora's friend Suzette. Felicia has 29 acting credits with roles in The Handmaid's Tale and Schmigadoon. She played the character named Jones in both of the Three Wise Men movies.
Amitai Marmestein plays Angel Aegon. Amitai is best known for roles in Wayward Pines, Tracker, and Family Law. He has been on Hallmark, though, appearing in Round and Round from 2023 and 8 Gifts of Hanukkah from 2021.
Maddie Finocchio plays Police Chief Boyd Thompson. Maddie has 115 acting credits with roles in Guiding Emily, Dream Moms, Made for Each Other, The Holiday Sitter, Just One Kiss, Welcome to Mamas. Look, we could go on and on. Maddie will always be Alan to us from Date My Dad, the one-season wonder from Up TV.
Paul McGillian plays Cora's dad, James McLeod. Paul's another busy actor with 130 acting credits. He's appeared in Hallmark movies like last year's Falling Together, Christmas in Tahoe, and An Unexpected Christmas.
Jessica Sipos plays Meredith Brady. You might recognize Jessica from her recent role as Ava in Love on the Danube, Royal Getaway. She's also appeared in Betty's Bad Luck in Love, A Season for Family, as well as a recurring role as Sarah Mercer on Chesapeake Shores.
Keegan Connor Tracy plays Angel Samael. She has over 80 acting credits, including the sitcom Blockbuster and 36 episodes of Once Upon a Time as the Blue Fairy. That's where I recognized her from. Mother Superior and Zelina. No.
Did she play like 3 characters
No,
on that
she's
show?
not Zelina.
That's what IMDb said.
Hallmark fans may also recognize her from Morning Show Mysteries and Garage Sale Mystery.
Glenn Gordon plays trouble teen Dominic. He has appeared in a ton of Hallmark projects, including Dream Moms, Unexpected Grace, Open by Christmas, and Sweet Carolina, to name a few.
Let's take a quick break, and we're going to come right back with our first impressions of Chance of a Lifetime. Hey, Wendy, what's your first impression of Chance of a Lifetime?
Heyo, Hallmark is brewing up a new trope. It's the sensitive tea guy. And I would just like to point out, if you recall, when we reviewed Pearl in Paradise earlier this year, Christopher Polaha's character, also a tea guy.
Also a tea guy.
I'm a tea gal, so I notice these things. Makes me very happy.
My first impression, I'm calling it right now, this is going to be the highlight of the year on Hallmark.
Interesting. Well, let's get into it because I'm curious to see what you liked about it.
Well, I'm going to start off by telling you that I did read the book. I've only read the first one so far. I like the movie so much better. I like the tone of the movie better. The movie has more humor than the book, especially among the angels. The angels are very classically angelic in the book, like curly blonde ringlets appearing out of the mist. You know, they don't have this like 1980s library vibe to them.
I'm going to talk about that.
I just like the tone. I think it's funny. Comparing the book to the movie, not this person usually, but the movie is better.
You're typically a book is better kind of gal.
Sometimes books have more of an opportunity to develop things. They have less of a time constraint. You know,
Sure.
you can get more into it. But in this case, movie killed it.
Nice. Well, I think the production is super elevated.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you agree?
Yes.
I think I like the way Hallmark is going in terms of investing in next level storytelling. To me, if you like the way Home looks or Mistletoe Murders, you're gonna get that same kind of polish here. This isn't your typical Hallmark movie.
I fully agree. This movie could be lifted out of Hallmark and would not be out of place on any number of streamers in terms of production value. And my notes say that Katie Stevens, she's like a 10 out of 10 for me in this movie.
Oh, 100%.
I've always liked her. We ride hard for the bold type. I love that series. But she's honestly better than that in this than she was in the bold type. But I also think like this is the best we've ever seen from Evan Roderick too. Like I think everybody is like operating at 100 in this movie.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Well, I am going to go ahead and give credit to the production company. We know that this is Joanna Garcia Swisher's production company that created this movie, found the stories, wanted to create it. I don't know if that's where credit is due, but I'm going to start at the bottom. I feel like that's the foundation of it. And like you said, the production value is so sky high on this. I just think they did it right.
I agree. It's so interesting to me that Hallmark is dropping these on a Saturday night, just sprinkled in amongst your regular Hallmark fare. It feels like it should be more of an event.
And I wonder about the choice to drop it in August. Like it or not, August is not Hallmark's key time.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously could they do it during Countdown to Christmas? No, it doesn't make sense. Last year, some of the best movies of the year came out in August. Magic of Lemon Drops was an August movie. So maybe there is a desire for it. I don't know what Hallmark's viewership looks like in August, but I worry that this series is going to be overlooked by certain viewers. And I'm here to tell you, I have not watched the next two movies, but based on this movie alone, I don't think this is one you should skip.
Oh, no. In fact, there's been a little bit of commentary out there about not being excited for this.
Yeah, you're wrong. Those people are wrong.
Yeah.
I think there's some like you see the people are not excited for a period piece, which I would not say this is a period piece, right? Like we get flashbacks to their time, but it exists mostly in present day. And I would say don't let the I don't really love a period piece. I don't really love like the rogue situation, because that's typically you, right? Like that you would not be drawn. I think if you saw the posters, because the poster, especially the first one, if I'm not mistaken, the photo of them, it's from the past.
Well, I'm going to talk about that in my wishes.
Okay.
So let's not jump ahead too far.
Let me tell you something else I like. I like that I'm torn about who to root for when it comes to Liam or Finn. This is another difference in the book. In the book, Finn is written pretty bland, pretty square. He's a good guy. He has a good heart, but the book is also told from the perspective of Liam and Cora, and so he's kind of a third party. And as viewers in the movie, we're meeting them at the same time. We don't have the history that Liam remembers. We don't have the history that Cora is remembering in her dreams. We're meeting them at the same time. So our relationship with them is building at the same time. And they're doing a nice job of making Finn someone to root for, even knowing that Liam's like, she's my destiny situation.
Yeah, I think it works here. We have our good girl, our good guy, and then our brooding bad boy.
Her rogue, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a love triangle that works for me. Like, I'm buying in on all three. I think there's chemistry there. Like, Cora has chemistry with each guy. It's working. It's working for me. I agree with you. I haven't gotten to the point yet where I'm like rooting for one or the other, just because I don't know enough about Finn or Liam yet. So I'm excited to see where it goes.
Yeah. What else do you like?
I really enjoy that Cora, she is a Nepo baby. But I like that she is dealing with the weight of her job, especially with her dad breathing down her neck. Like, it's an interesting angle. There's a lot of depth and tension here. I like that she has this important job. She's a strong female character. I like that she's not some sort of like baker or, you know.
Yeah, she's a baddie.
Yeah, she's a baddie. I like also while I was watching this, I was like, this feels like a mystery, like a Hallmark. It's in that genre. They're really not like defining it though, are they?
No, because the mystery is secondary to, I think, the ultimate destiny of it all.
Yeah. I like Cora a lot. I like her character a lot. I love Katie Stevens, but I like Cora a lot as well. So watching her is entertaining enough for me.
Yeah, I really like both Katie Stevens and her character as well. Here is another book versus movie, if I may. A choice that the movie has made that was not made in the book is that we have history repeating itself with many of the same characters. Now, much like in the book, we have these characters that have all been reincarnated. It's not just Cora and Liam. We do have Meredith Brady, but the choice to where her husband dies, that does happen in the book, but it's not a repeat of history. Like what we're seeing is like everything is happening the way that it happened in the past. I like that choice, and I think it adds to the drama of Finn's needing to make a decision that's best for Cora as opposed to his needs and what she wants. I have some thoughts on the whole like destiny of it all and my wishes. But I do think it adds some drama to his choice, particularly in the cliffhanger ending of this episode where Cora comes clean to him and she's like, I'd like to find out what this can be, right after he has committed to getting her together with Liam, knowing that's the only thing that's going to save her.
Yeah. Yeah. That was great. That was great. Let's talk Matty Finocchio for a minute.
Oh my gosh.
So happy to see him. Like we always get him as like this like lovable goof.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into this kind of smart ass detective version.
Yeah.
He plays it so well. More of this, please. More of this.
More of this. Yeah.
He's one of those actors that we have been calling for a long time. Give this guy a bigger role. Give him a lead role. This is a pretty big role.
Yeah. His police chief role. Yeah.
I love it. I love seeing him. And I also really enjoy the friendship between Cora and Suzette as well. I like that we just don't have, every Hallmark movie, our female lead needs a sounding board. She needs a insert bestie here. Suzette's great. I like Suzette a lot.
I love Suzette. I want Cora's haircut.
Oh, Cora has great hair.
Like the way Katie Stevens, like her bangs fall out of her bun is perfect. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, I know. She looks so good. I read that she had a baby at some point too. We reference it a lot, the series The Bold Type. I can't remember the actress's name. Megan Fahey?
Yeah.
Is that her name? Who was in The Bold Type, who is like completely blowing up all over right now. And so I was waiting like for Katie Stevens to get her moment, but like obviously she was building a family or whatever, which is great. I'm happy to see her in this role. I would love for her to be in more Hallmark. I think she's just a phenomenal actor.
Yeah, I think she's a great fit here.
Oh, 100%. Now, can you see Katie Stevens in like a regular one-off Hallmark movie or no?
Yeah, I could see her. I could see her in a Christmas movie.
I wonder if she can do comedy.
Yeah, because her Bold Type role was real serious. Like she was not the silly one at all.
Yeah, I wonder if she can do comedy. I would be interested to see her in something, like Bethany Joy Lenz can do a lot of comedy. Her movies are kind of elevated. I don't know. Just wondering. Anyway, do you have any more likes?
Just one, just a little baby like. I think they did a nice job. Really liked the zipper scene. Thought it was hot where Liam zips up her dress with the music.
You know what it reminded me of is that movie from the early 90s with, let me get there. Hang on just a second. The brain is working. Demi Moore or Indecent Proposal, where they had a scene where like he's unzipping the dress.
Yes.
It was the same kind of tone. Obviously, he's zipping up the dress in this scene, but there was something about it that I was like, this feels very familiar. It was just like the same kind of tension. Yeah, it was real sexy.
Yeah. Let's talk wishes.
Okay. Here's my biggest one. There was too much past, not enough present. I know you said earlier, you're like, it's not that bad. It's mostly in present day. You know me, like I don't like historical pieces. However, with that said, I love The Way Home and I love when they go back to the 1800s. So I was like going into this going like, Wendy, you don't hate it. Like just be open to it.
Yeah, I prefer the present day stuff, but we need the past stuff to tell the story. But
I don't know what it is though. I don't know if it's
the way they talk.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wish I could articulate like what I don't enjoy about it. A lot of it I can tell you has to do, the scenes are very dark.
They are.
And I don't know, full disclosure, we got these on a screener, so I don't know if
I think they're done. I think
you think
this
that's the final.
I do.
The scenes are so dark.
They are. Agreed. Agreed.
So I don't know if that's like, if I just can't, like, I'm like, what's happening? I can't really see.
Yeah.
And as I'm watching on a screener, we don't have subtitles either. So I have a hard time hearing exactly like what is being said.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a me problem.
Well, one of my biggest wishes comes down to the whole destiny of it all. Liam was a bad dude, and to keep from going to hell, basically, he has to make sure that Cora achieves her destiny. My question is, if it's her destiny, wouldn't it happen no matter what?
Yeah.
That's the confusing part to me, is they're like, no, her destiny is to be with Liam, and she dies, right? She dies in the past, and the history is going to repeat itself. She's going to die now if she goes with you instead of with Liam.
With Finn.
You're right. Her destiny is to be with Finn. Thank you. 2 4-letter, vaguely Irish names. But if that is her destiny, then that should be what happens no matter what. Like, you shouldn't be able to interrupt it. You shouldn't need a reincarnated past love in order to guide her on her destiny. Okay, but whatever. I'm here for it. My other wish is the angels needed to give Liam more information to live in the present day. In the book, they like front load him. He's like, oh, the angels have given me enough memory so that I understand what I'm doing here. He's not like, why is my pocket ringing?
Yeah.
He needs to understand cars. He needs to understand phones. He needs to understand gender equality. Like, some basic information needed to be loaded into his little past brain.
Well, we had the same criticism of The Way Home as well. Like we have, oh my God, what is that character's name?
Jacob?
Yeah, we have Jacob returning to present day, and he isn't aware of all the present day luxuries we have, right? It's kind of the same idea. I agree. Why didn't the angels front load him?
I don't know. And in the book they do. And even in the book, he's like, he doesn't understand computers, and he's like, asks them, y'all need to help me out here. Like, I need some computer knowledge to do my job. It seems like it could have been like a funny line here too in the movie, because the movie is so much more comedic than the books are. It could have been something where he could have been like, yo, help a dude out. It's just so incongruous. What I'm sitting here thinking about The Way Home, and at least in The Way Home, there's like a couple of people who know Jacob's origin, so they understand that he doesn't know the way of the future. Liam's all alone, so he doesn't have anybody to like help him
doesn't
out.
Argon come?
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe that's how Aegon comes,
And that's his name, Aegon.
and exists, which is another weird thing. Like, nobody wonders who this
dude is.
police officer came from that nobody recognizes.
Yeah.
Just some incongruities.
The angel stuff is weird to me. It's not weird. It feels out of place, I think. While I was watching it yesterday, I sent you a text. I was like, this seems like completely weird, because we have these like bright, stark very like liminal spaces, right? That I'm like, what's happening here between, you know, the past, the Ireland stuff in the past and the present day. And then it reminded me of the movie My Dreams of You. Remember where they were like they were like tinkering in the dream space in these like unworldly places.
And they had like
It's almost the
VHS
same.
tapes.
Yes, I'm like, why is everything like so outdated technology wise? Like, why is this what it looks like?
Yeah, you'd think they'd have like a high-tech situation room situation and not this like 4-inch TV.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I wondered, I was like, could this story work without the angels, without this layer?
Then what's the motivation, right? Like, because the whole point is he's trying to save her and himself.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm not a author of fiction, so I don't have an answer for you, but I don't know. It just feels too multi-layered to me. It's like it's a lot for me to find it all believable.
Yeah, for sure. It's not a realistic movie. Like, this is definitely lives in the fantasy realm for me.
Yeah, and I like that genre. I just need it to be a little bit believable. Maybe I don't know. I was all in on jumping in a pond, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I do say I think that you're very pleased that they did the angels this way and not the way they were described in the books with their like blonde ringlets and their flowing robes and they appear out of the mist. And, you know, it's a lot. It's real like angelic. I don't know. Maybe that would make it easier. I don't know. I wonder as a viewer, like, does that make it easier or are we enjoying this like the good place vision of the angels more?
Yeah.
I like it more personally. But, it is like maybe almost too realistic to buy it.
Yeah, I would be interested to hear what that conversation was like with their choices of how are we going to navigate this whole angels thing? Because maybe they don't want to touch it in terms of it being too faith-based.
Yes, I
with
hear you.
The, you know, the stereotypical imagery of what an angel might be. So that's interesting. It's very interesting. My final wish is I did think this episode was a little bit slow, but I think, like you said at the top of the episode, the first book, you referenced the first book, there's a lot of like context. Like there's a lot of like stuff that they have to build out first for this multi-arc like this, so I think we're gonna get there. Like I can tell it's like gonna be the long game and I'm interested. I didn't think it was slow to the point of like, oh my God, I want to stop watching this. I think that in my mind, I was like, this isn't your one and done Hallmark movie, your hour and 40-minute movie. Like this is obviously like multi-episodes. So I can buy into it being like a little bit slow to start.
Well, and I also think one important thing for people to realize watching this is a true trilogy. This isn't a collection. These movies build on each other, whereas The Groomsmen, The Wedding Veil, those each stand alone. Yes, they have connections to the other movies, but they tell a complete story, and that's not what we're getting here. Like, you really need to watch 1, then 2, then 3 to get the full story.
Right.
Are you ready for Did You See That?
Sure.
I don't have any true Did You See That's, just some thoughts.
Okay, go ahead.
One, when Cora catches Jake, when she confronts him about his gas station dealings, and he fakes her out and takes off running and then fumbles his keys, I didn't love it. I felt very Bush League. I was like, this guy is not giving me tough guy.
Yeah.
At all. Like, Cora's a bigger baddie than this guy.
He totally like fumbles. Yeah, that was funny.
It was rough.
I was like, okay.
2 more quick takes. I was watching this movie. My husband walked in the room, took one look at Aegon, and he says he looks like a short Ross Geller.
Oh my gosh, he does.
I was like, that's going in the notes.
Love it.
Finally, our boy Finn took cotillion, which is why he knows had a ballroom dance, and has manners. I went to cotillion, 6 dang years of it. So, Finn, I see you, bro.
You know what is so funny? You know what I thought about? It was a full Gilmore Girls moment when Lorelai tells Rory that Luke can dance. And she's like, Luke can dance? Luke can dance. And I was like, Finn can dance.
Finn can dance.
Yeah. My only did you see that is at the top of the episode when Cora wakes up from her nightmare and girlfriend's got a full face of makeup. I'm talking like a full lip. Like, okay. All right. That's all.
I'm a little nervous to ask, what did you rate Chance of a Lifetime?
Don't be nervous. I think it's a promising start. I give it 4 stars.
Oh, interesting. Me too.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Hey, thanks for listening to this episode of Girls Gone Hallmark, a Bramble Jam podcast. If you love this podcast, we love your 5-star ratings and reviews. You can leave them in the Apple Podcast app if you're an iPhone user, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, friends, before we go, just a quick heads up. You're about to hear some ads. These little gems help us keep the show running and the Hallmark love flowing. So do with that info what you will. Grab a snack, hit the skip button, or maybe, just maybe, listen in and discover your new favorite product. Bye.